Dream Chaser, everybody's favorite space plane. Space plane means you launch it on a rocket vertically, but then it's a lifting body. It has wings, and it can land at any airport. And they had tested an early version of this, dropping it from helicopters. But however, what they're showing in this picture here, the ones that they actually tested dropping from helicopters, those were meant to be piloted. They weren't during the test, but they were meant to be piloted. But what was actually needed is a cargo vessel. So that doesn't have people. That was called Tenacity. That was supposed to be launched pretty soon. And NASA had plans to pay for that to resupply the International Space Station, 6 resupplies plus the initial test. They've always talked about doing crewed versions with people in them. They never actually built that. This is what it looks like ready to go. You can see it has the heat shields. They had to add a lot of stuff to the earlier ones, which were just tested in the atmosphere. Things like heat shields, that sort of thing. The wings fold up so they can fit it into a rocket fairing. That's why it looks kind of like a frog. And then there's a cargo module, which is separate. So the top part of that is the original thing that you saw in the past, possibly with people. The cargo would go in that lower part of it. So the whole thing is 30 feet long plus 15 feet for that extra cargo. That cargo module is expendable. They're going to throw that out. So you could dispose of trash from the space station. You couldn't come back to Earth with that. However, the space plane itself, there's still 3,000 pounds or so of capacity. NASA's kind of giving up on them politely. They're not going to fund the next test. They're saying it's only going to be as a free flyer, not actually going to the space station. And they're not committing to buying any of these missions for cargo resupplying the space station. They're not committing to that, but they're also not requiring it. Before it was a contract where they were supposed to do it. So probably reflects just low confidence. So the first flight test, if it happens, it won't be until late 2026. That's about it.
Other space-related videos or slide presentations by me are available at the link shown here. That includes a list of videos at my YouTube channel, so you can view them or subscribe for notifications about future videos. These presentations are mostly made as part of the meetings of National Space Society's North Houston chapter, and a link to that is shown. Topics like these are presented as part of a monthly news segment, and there are also lots of other interesting speakers and open discussions. You can attend in person or online via Zoom. Come join us.